Welcome back to our live show. It's time to jump into the virtual Virginia This Morning kitchen. Get your pen and paper ready for this culinary creation featuring Caribbean shrimp tacos. Take a look and enjoy.
Today, we're taking a trip to the Caribbean. I'm here with the kitchen magician, Chef Ausar AriAnkh, with his Caribbean shrimp tacos. Hi, Chef.
Hi, how you doing?
I am well. I'm so excited about this. You know, shrimp is my favorite thing, and tacos would be a close second. So I'm excited to
Okay.
put these all together and see how it becomes magic. So tell us about the Caribbean shrimp tacos.
Okay. It's a very simple dish, as I always say, and it's something that you can prepare very quickly. What I'm going to do is just start off by having some flour tortillas. I'm just going to put some quick grill marks on them. When you grill them, not only does it warm them up, but it also releases some of the oils in them, and they taste a little bit better. So I'm going to drop them in there. It's not going to take long. I drop it on a nice hot pan, and I'm going to leave it for probably about maybe 15 seconds on each side, and then I'm going to flip it. So I flip that one. I see a few nice little grill marks on it, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other one. Push that down, and it's going to make them a little bit more pliable as well. So I got one right here, and I'm going to put in this little taco holder that I have over here that you'll see in the end. Did the same thing for the second one. I have some 1620 shrimp here that I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning to. I got a little bit of paprika. I have some cumin. I have a little bit of chili powder in there. I got some salt, some cracked black pepper. I got a little bit of fresh thyme, so I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of that on there. I'm going to take the tortilla off now and put it over here in the taco holder. Okay, I got a little bit of oil that I'm going to go ahead and put in there. I have the juice of a lemon. I'm going to squeeze that in there. And I'm also going to get a little bit of the zest. You want to get that zest because that's where a lot of that real flavor is hiding. And the zest of the lemon, it has nice oils in it. And you're going to be able to get that flavor to infuse nicely into that shrimp. So it's got a little bit of zest. That's all in there.
So, Chef, I want to back up here for a second because it seems like you've already pre-mixed all the seasonings and you're just sprinkling them on.
Definitely. You can make that seasoning mix ahead of time, and the seasoning consists of, it has some paprika, some cayenne pepper, some cumin, some salt, some fresh cracked black pepper, and thyme. So once you put all of those together, you can store them in a nice little mason jar in your cabinet, because I'm sure once you make this recipe once, you're going to want to do it again. And you'll have that mixture already pre-done for you.
That is a pro tip right there. I love it.
So we have all of those ingredients, as I said, right here on the shrimp. So what I'm going to do now is I have a nice hot pan. I'm going to drop them in there. And with the shrimp, you don't want to have the pan super, super duper hot. You just need to have it on a medium high. And once it's on a medium high flame, that heat transfer is going to take place at a rate in which it'll put some grill marks on it, but it won't burn them. See, a lot of times people have the temperature up too high, and if it's up too high, this is thermodynamics. The heat transfer is too fast, which results in burning it and then the middle not being cooked. So you just find that little sweet spot, and you'll be the best of both worlds with it. So that's nice. The outside of it has a nice little char to it, nice little caramelization, and it's also the heat is transferring at a good time. So the middle is going to get cooked as well. So I turn those over.
So it seems like we're talking about maybe 30 seconds or so on each side.
Yes, for sure. Very quick. Yep. So while I have that going, I'm going to go ahead and make some avocado crema sauce right quick. So I have some sour cream right here in the pan. I have an avocado that I got cut in half. I'm just going to squeeze it out. Squeeze that avocado out nicely right there. I'm going to take a little bit of sea salt, sprinkle some sea salt in there. I'm going to take some cracked black pepper, fresh cracked black pepper that I got in there. I'm going to now take the juice of a lime, squeeze that in there. I'm going to take a few leaves of some cilantro, just pinch that off inside of it. And I'm going to take a whisk. First, I'm going to use a little rubber spat, mix it around just to incorporate everything together. And now I'm going to take a whisk and just mash it in. So I'll mash that fresh avocado right in there. And it's blended in there nicely. You'll see a nice little green tint to it. And you're done. So I'll put that over here to the side. So the shrimp, we're gonna take a quick peek at those. I flipped them one last time, they're done. So we could pretty much make I'm gonna take the heat off of them now. I'm gonna just group them together and I turn the pan off. That's done. So what I'm gonna do now is make the salsa. So we have a nice mango salsa. So I have some red peppers that I'm gonna dump in here. Have some diced red peppers. I got some red onion that I put in there. I have some mango that I put in here. I'm gonna squeeze that lime again. That's gonna be a flavor that we're gonna notice that's consistently throughout. I have here some jalapenos. You know, jalapenos, they have a nice flavor profile to them and they're not too spicy. If you look at the heat index on how they rate peppers, jalapenos fall at the lower end of the Scoville units. Those Scoville heating units is the system they use to measure the heat within peppers. And this one is ranging anywhere from like 3,500 to 8,000 Scoville heat units. Now that might seem like a large number, but it goes all the way up to 5 million for things like ghost peppers that you eat one of those, you'll run away calling for mama, okay? So we're gonna take a little.
Something new from you. A Scoville index.
Yeah, Scoville
it's
heat
not
unit.
just throwing some stuff in a pan. We've got to know the science behind it.
Definitely the science. It's all about the science. So I got some salt and I got some more cracked pepper in there. And that's it. I'm gonna just mix this salsa around real quick. And it's nice, it's fresh, has some nice flavors to it. And I'm just gonna pinch off, again, a few leaves of the cilantro right into it. I know Bill's not a huge fan of cilantro. I know in the studio, Bill would be like, I don't like cilantro. So we'd always put it on the side. So Bill, if you're watching, you know, we put some in here this time. You won't get any of this one. Okay, so now we're gonna start the whole plate up process. I'm gonna take my pan in which I have, you know, the 2 tacos on it. I'm gonna place it right here. Move this to the side real quick.
And before we did this, you grouped the shrimp together. Is that to keep
Yeah.
temperature after you've turned off the pan?
Yeah, well, I just put them towards the center. You know, the residual heat in the pan, that's the heat that stays within the metal of the pan, is continuing the cooking process. So I just let them sit there just like that and they're good to go. So right here, I have my avocado crema that I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little bit in the bottom of the tortilla. I just spread that out nicely like that. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna just take a little bit of the salsa, a little bit of the mango salsa and sprinkle that in the bottom. That's in there nicely. And I'm gonna take my shrimp now, right out of the pan. I'm gonna place 3 in each one. I just have them sort of cascaded on one another. Those are 3 on each one. So I have my fancy little taco holder that looks like this. Right here, I'm gonna put that on my plate. And I'll take the taco and just place it in the holder. It holds it up nicely. I'll take another one, place it in there, holds it up nicely. Now I have a little bit of queso fresco. That's just a fresh cheese that you use a lot on tacos. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of that on top. So we got the queso fresco, and then we're gonna finish it off with some scallions that I cut on a bias right there. And a little bit of fresh cilantro sprinkled on it. And we're done.
So quick.
Done deal.
Easy, or at least you make it look easy. And then we've got a beautiful, colorful presentation that is just
There we go.
for words.
And we have on the back a nice little grilled pineapple for a nice garnish on the back end of it. So, you know, you get a nice taco, and then if you want to couple it with a little bit of sweetness after you're done, you have a grilled pineapple at the end.
Well, the good news about this recipe is I actually got a chance to taste these in advance, and it was by far the best taco I've ever had. So I will be coming to see you again soon to grab some Caribbean shrimp tacos. Thank you so much for being with us.
You're welcome. And if anybody needs to find me, you can find me on Instagram at Kitchen Magician Catering, or on Facebook, The Kitchen Magician.
That's right. And you truly are the Kitchen Magician. For those of you who would like to learn more and to make your Caribbean shrimp tacos, we invite you to our website where you'll find the recipe at WTVR.com/BTM.